Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Momentum. This is Brian, and I am super excited to have you on board tonight going over this stuff with me. And yeah, it's late, and I shouldn't be going over this now, but we're going to go over sleep because it's something that we haven't covered before, and it's an important part of fitness, recovery, nutrition. We're going to be going over a variety of different things that are going to kind of help clear that up. So just kind of adjusting the camera. There we go. Now, a couple things we want to talk about tonight is sleep, what it is, how it works, what's going to work best for you. A lot of it ends up working out very individually, and it's not necessarily all in one. Some people do better with more, others do better with less, and some can survive a lot better with a lot less. I myself have had some experiences with sleep deprivation to the point where I have actually almost fallen down standing up. I've almost fallen asleep standing up. This was early on in my entrepreneurial career. I had just opened up a gym. I was waking up at 4 in the morning. I was going to bed at midnight, and I was doing this like every day of the week, especially Monday through Friday. And I just remember about 2 weeks in, I was like, holy moly, I'm pretty tired. And my wife and I went out on a date. I fell asleep kind of like twice during the meal, and then we went someplace after, and I was like falling asleep pushing the car. It was not a real good experience, and she'd oftentimes refer to that as zombie mode, and I'd get in trouble quite a lot, and so I've experienced sleep deprivation firsthand. Not cool. This last night I got 9 hours of sleep. If I wrap this up, I'll get in 7 tonight, and that'll be the goal for to get to bed by midnight and off and running for the next day. So let's go over a couple basics about sleep and how they interact with your body. We obviously have two different sleep cycles. One's REM, rapid eye movement, and the other is non-REM, and we'll learn a couple different things. Non-REM sleep starts in 4 stages, so they typically last anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes each, and they all are basically building your way into REM sleep, okay? REM sleep lasts about anywhere from 90 to 120 minutes throughout the night. It can take up as much as 20-25% of your total sleep through the night, and I had a message there, so excuse me. Now, as adults, it takes about 20-25% of the sleep time through the night, and as we get older, that proportion decreases. Whereas babies, we sleep in REM upwards of 80%, okay? So quite a bit of difference there in the amount of sleep. We've got the circadian rhythm. This is the rhythm that your body goes in and out of throughout a 24-hour period. It tells you when you need to wake up, when you need to go to bed, when you're hungry, a lot when you're happy, a lot of things like that. So like my circadian rhythm coming up is starting to shrink. I actually took a 5-minute power nap, I think I was dozing around 8:30 today, and that gets me through the evening shift, so to speak, the post-kids shift. So it usually helps. I wouldn't recommend taking a nap right before you go to bed anyway. It's not a good idea. Just go to bed. Now, sleep, physically, it's a very low activity time of the day, whereas for the brain, it's very an active state going on inside the brain, okay? We do a lot of regeneration, repair, reprocessing, and it's kind of like defragmenting the brain. The majority of our dreams happen in the REM sleep. These are the ones that we can really remember as well. Now, another thing to think about is that I found out was your muscles are pretty relaxed in non-REM sleep, but in REM sleep they are almost paralyzed. So it's like you're just laying there unresponsive and not really helping at all. Now, in REM sleep, breathing becomes more rapid and irregular. The heart rate, blood pressure increases levels that of like when you're awake. So your body is active. We even have restless leg type symptoms that can go on during this too. So again, the average American sleeping about 7 to 9 hours a night, and for that they are getting a pretty good amount of sleep for that. That's the general timeline that people want that they recommend. So anything less than that is like most. I can get away with about 6 hours or so pretty frequently. I don't enjoy it, especially like the midday slump. I'll experience that. I think we've all experienced that at times, and it's just not fun. Okay, so just getting more sleep, you can power through the day with better energy and making sure you're doing that. So here's some more other facts that I had found out upon sleeping. One, again, the average American is sleeping 6.9 hours a night. Now, some of the negative effects of sleep, we've got slower reaction times, we have increased blood pressure, we have more risk of being overweight and having diabetes, and then we even eat more. So if you're up, your potential to eat more is greater. When you're fatigued, your reaction times are slower. This can actually be life-threatening in traffic situations. So if you're not on it, then you can get into accidents more frequently. So those are two definitely not good things. Now, as far as eating more, so if we're tired, some people use eating to help keep you awake. It's when munching comes into play. The longer the time frame you're up, the more calories that you're able to consume. So, like for me, I'm usually up till about most nights midnight, and I get up around generally about 7 these days. So I'll get up at 7, and then I'll get there we go. My Fitbit just said it's almost time for bed, so I have an alarm set telling me to start winding down at 11:15. Some days it works. Sometimes it doesn't matter because I still have things to do. Like tonight, I have things to do, so I'll get to bed after I'm done with this. So, yep, it's going to happen, and we're just going to keep chipping away here. So, let's go with some more of the negative sleep-related disorders. Now, we have night sweats, okay? So, simply enough, the body is not working properly and you're getting overheated. We have hypersomnia, which is excessive daytime sleepiness caused by irregular sleep patterns. Could be caused by overweight and your capacity to not be able to be rested. Could be due from narcolepsy or even medicines or alcohol use. Okay, came across Klein-Levin syndrome, and this is quite a sleep disorder. Some people will sleep upwards of 20 hours a day for several weeks. So can you imagine that if you just literally had to sleep for days on end and you're only up for about 4 hours a day? That would shift significantly how you did work, business, life, family, and all that stuff. Pretty crazy to have that. Next up, insomnia is the sleep disorder that affects a lot of people. 30 to 50% of America can deal with that, which is not good. Narcolepsy is just falling asleep because you're overtired, and this happens usually throughout the day, even sometimes when you're operating heavy machinery, despite your best efforts. Excuse me. Ooh-wee. I figured out, like, one, I'm tired. Monday nights is just the time that I need to do this. So, usually fatigued, long day with work, kids, whatnot. And then I'm talking a lot, so I'm not getting a lot of oxygen in. And then consequently, I end up yawning. So, it's something that I've noticed on Monday nights. So, we'll just keep pushing through. We talked about restless leg syndrome. So what we do here is just your legs move. They feel like they have to move. They can't stop. Your body shakes and moves and wiggles around. And so that can be a problem for you and not having restful sleep. And then secondly is your partner or spouse, and you're bothering them and causing them to have less sleep. And speaking of partners having less sleep, did you know that for sleep apnea, this is when typically your tongue or something will help close off the esophagus, and you don't breathe as good, and then consequently, like, you need a breathing machine to get you through through the night to help get that air and oxygen in. Now, sleep apnea is when you stop breathing for 10 to 30 seconds. Now, consequently, this can happen upwards of 400 times a night. This is not a good thing. Your spouse can lose up to an hour plus a night of sleep. You're 6 times more likely to be in a traffic accident due to fatigue. We talked about slow reaction times. You're more likely to suffer stroke, and most people have sleep apnea, snore heavily, so very distracting. Now, foods that can cause insomnia or cause sleeplessness. One, we have spicy foods that can cause heartburn and indigestion. We have chocolate or caffeine. Chocolate has some caffeine in it and can create more an energy surge at the wrong time of day. Alcohol, even though it can help you fall asleep, even though it can help you fall asleep, it's not going to give you good amount of sleep. And lastly, sugar. Sugar is going to give you cravings, going to give you a boost of energy at the wrong time, and just not really good for restful sleep, okay? Let's flip the coin over, and we have positive effects of sleep. So, one is it reduces stress, right? We bring down the stress level, allow the body to relax, allow the mind to quiet quite a bit. It improves recovery with the body. Your body will rebuild itself when you are sleeping. That's when that happens. It improves your memory, so you can remember better. You can have clarity in your head around what you need to do. It helps with weight loss. Okay, we'll talk about that with leptin and ghrelin coming up here in a little bit, and how sleep affects hormones in your body and can cause weight retention. It reduces inflammation because your body's in this process of regenerating, and it allows the body to clear that out. Okay, so those are some positive effects. Now let's go over ways to get more sleep, and then we'll go over some FAQs and whatnot. So, number one, go to bed at the same time every day. So, like I said, midnight's pretty typical for me. Allow the body to get in that natural circadian rhythm. Okay. Number two, we're gonna rid your room of electronics. Okay. These are distractions. The light, the blue light given off from that will cause different things go on inside the brain that stops the signaling of bedtime. Watch your food choices, things that you're eating, especially heavier options that may keep you awake or cause indigestion and not sleep as well. We can do things that slow us down. So things like reading a book is a fantastic way. Doing some stretching or some yoga will allow the body to calm down, relax, and chill. We want to obviously not work out before bed. That usually gets the engine going, gets the metabolism up, the heart rate up, and can allow you to not settle down at all. One, we want to do an uncaffeinated herbal tea. That's going to be a fantastic way to kind of get some warmth inside you and then again slow things down. I wanted to touch on the food thing a little bit more, and foods, here's a small list of foods that actually will help with the process of sleep and help slow things down. There's a couple things that are going on. Some of the food have tryptophan, others have magnesium and other micronutrients that allow for the body to slow down and crash. So we have honey, whole grains, bananas, beans, dairy, nuts, turkey, eggs. We have yogurt. Cherry juice and grapes are high in melatonin, and that is a natural sleep aid that we can. And there's another natural sleep aid we'll speak of, valerian, and that is those are two that you can use. You can take a warm bath or shower before. That'll help relax the body down. The type of pillow that you are using will allow the body to relax and chill and lay in better positions. I know that I have a very particular pillow that I use. I also have a leg pillow because that allows my my hips and body and joints to align better overnight. Speaking of pillow and head down, we have different apps that we can use to monitor REM sleep, the restfulness of sleep or restlessness of it. There's things like the sleep cycle alarm clock, ambiance. We have deep sleep. We have sleep 101, and those and naturescape. These are all things that had either guided meditation, white noise, monitored your sleep cycle, and allowed you to get sleep easier. Now, another strategy that we could use with trying to fall asleep would be meditating. I find that I will do this sometimes, so you can count the sheep. One of my favorites is counting down from 100. I'll do that, and I'll just picture. I'll not only count them out in my head, but I also picture the numbers coming up. So like 99, 98, 97. I'll see those inside my head, and that focus will shut down a lot of the internal chatter that's going on inside my head, and consequently give me sleep earlier. Now, we want to find the right temperature for your room, and that's generally between 62 and 75 degrees. Another strategy is using aromatherapy. This will allow your body to breathe in, and that causes a relaxing sensation in your body. We want to check your mattress. So the firmness of it can definitely cause problems. If it kind of divots where the body's been lying for a while and it's not flipped regularly, that can cause problems as well. So checking your mattress and having something that ends up being really comfortable for you is great. Then up we've got is make a routine, and so that's important because each night should be similar to itself, and that allows the body to get into a flow excuse me, this is my routine, is to yawn and then go to bed, which I'll be doing. So making a routine that every day it's the same thing, so the body will just mentally know it's time to shut down. Now here's some facts, FAQs about sleep. Here we're going to touch on the food issue with leptin and ghrelin. Leptin is a hormone in the body that suppresses hunger, and ghrelin stimulates appetite. Now, if you're not getting enough sleep, your leptin levels will actually drop. So your hunger suppression hormones drop, and consequently, because they act in opposition, ghrelin, which stimulates appetite, will rise. So leptin goes down, ghrelin goes up, and it stimulates hunger, and therefore you end up eating more. Okay, it doesn't matter if you've eaten enough food for the day or not. It's easy to overeat. Now, inversely, if you get enough sleep, appetite suppression is a lot higher, and your body isn't starving or hungry. This is just a simple fact of hormone regulation. So, getting enough sleep can actually help you lose weight. Another two components to this is one is there's more growth hormone that is actually released in the body. Growth hormone is helps muscles grow quickly, and it speeds up your metabolism. So this is a great thing. When you have growth hormone being produced in your body while you sleep, and that's when it is produced. Cortisol is inflammation, and this can be very problematic for a lot of people. This will keep you from gaining muscle. This will keep you from losing weight, and it'll place a lot more stress on your body through that. So this is not good. Now, people ask me, should I exercise in the morning or sleep in? And for this, the answer truly depends. Is this really the only time of the day that you can work out? If it is, then what's going to be a manageable amount of exercises you're going to be able to do on a regular basis? So if you, say, can do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, and then sleep in a little bit on Tuesday, Thursday, that works really good. That'll allow you to get enough rest on those days off, but we really don't want to get into a habit of just not sleeping because you're getting up and doing a lot of early morning workouts. Again, I used to do this all the time. Wasn't good time. Like I'd be up at 4 o'clock. I'd bike into my gym. I'd be there by 4:45 in the morning, so I'd be rolling through downtown Akron on my bike, getting to work. It was crazy. It was actually easier, or not easier, but about the same time to ride my bike as it was to drive, oddly enough. So, like, whenever it was nice out, I just rode because I'd stay awake, for one, because some days, like, unfortunately, I don't remember how I got to work. Like, not good. And this is a little, like, just craziness that was going on, is that I would get up, hurry really quick to get out the door so I can get to the gym to take, like, a 10-minute nap before 5 a.m. Like, that is crazy. Okay? Crazy. Can you catch up on your sleep? Certainly you can. If you're within like an hour or so off, so you can allow your body to catch up to it. But if you are in a heavily sleep deprived, excuse me, like I am right now, then you really can't catch up on it. Your body's just going to be worn down, and that could very easily be what's going on with me. Usually it's just I'm tired, I'm worn out, and when I stop, I literally stop. Like nothing happens after that. I will slow down, I'll fall asleep, even if someone's trying to talk to me, like my wife, right? Should you nap? Yes, you should, but only for a given amount of time, like 10 to 20 minutes. After that, your body starts trying to shift into REM sleep, and that's where you can wake up feeling really groggy and just kind of like, why did I sleep? Because I feel worse. So usually like a 10 to 20 minute nap is ideal, and that will help you feel a lot better in the long run. So there you go. We've covered a wide variety of different topics on sleep. We went over what REM sleep was. We went over why you are going to keep losing weight if you get enough sleep, because your leptin goes up and that suppresses your appetite because you are regulating and operating on a normal level. Talked about a wide variety of different positive and negative benefits of getting enough sleep. We talked about ways to get more sleep, and hopefully you'll take some of those into account here and get above 6.9 hours of sleep. All right, I am off the bed here. It's 11:30, so have yourself a wonderful night. Hopefully you learned something, and let's get to bed earlier. Don't Netflix binge watch or whatever.